Jake Moody to kick it. Colby Hewitt back to return, and off we go from Ann Arbor. Fair catch taken. From the 25-yard line, Michigan shows pressure on the first play, and they hand it off to Ty Freifogel, who gets one. On 2nd and 9, first run play for Stephen Carr, who got the bulk of those yards, 136. Couple runs to start things for the Hoosiers, and now 3rd and 5. It's quarterback draw. McCulley is close. Michigan's been pretty good against running quarterbacks. J Martinez last month, they held him to just 38 yards. Saw what he's capable of today. Taking Ohio State right down to the wire. From the 35-yard line with a first down. Here's an option into the short side, and it is shut down. No gain. Stop from Aiden Hutchinson.
And this freshman's got some talent. He's got some swag, and they played off of that confidence last week.
He's going to run it again. 3 consecutive McCulley runs. 3rd and 5. First pass from McCulley is a completion for a first down to Matt Bjorson. You see it again here. Off play action. He'll dump it off. It's A.J. Barner. 2nd and 6. Wolverines bringing an extra man again. First read taken away, so he dumps it off for Irvin Poindexter. And he's got a first down into Wolverine territory.
They've seen from the freshman.
A little bit of that tempo again you were mentioning, and this throw is over Irvin Poindexter. Carr is back in a running back on 2nd and 10. And just about every play so far, Michigan has at least shown pressure. Play clock inside 5. Get it off just in time. Fake to Carr. McCulley throws it incomplete. 3rd down and 10. They rush only 4. He steps up and floats one down the sideline, incomplete. Back to return. James Evans. Inside the 10. Well done.
Just a gamer. Not the biggest, not the strongest, not the most physical, but knows how to play.
First play is a handoff up the middle to Hassan Haskins, and he carries defenders, doing what he loves to do, setting the tone early on.
Welcome to college football.
Spotted him a little bit short, actually, so on 2nd and a foot, Haskins again has a first down into the arms of Weston Kramer. First drive from Michigan, 1st and 10 from the 15. First throw, Cade McNamara lets it fly, and it's broken up. Looking for Anthony. And you mentioned Williams, kind of the last man standing in that cornerback room. No Mullen. No Taylor again today. Those guys didn't even make the trip. Back-to-back throws. This one on time to their leading receiver, but it's broken up. And this is a down and distance. Indiana really struggled at Maryland. 3rd and long. There's room for Corum out of the backfield, but he drops it. They were best in the Big Ten at getting to the quarterback last year. Not been the case in 2021. Brad Robbins with a high punt. Freifogel retreating, catching. It's an interesting first drive. They went 5 straight runs to help McCulley settle in, and then 6 straight passes. This drive begins with a throw, and it's Matt Bjorson with his 2nd grab. 2nd and short. It is McCulley running straight ahead and getting a first down.
Guy just loves to play.
Stephen Carr. Cloudy picture in the teeth of that defense. He talked about remembering as a young quarterback at Washington. It's another run for McCulley. There's a flag down as he's pulled down by the freshman junior Colson. Jerry McGinn, referee today.
Colby. Offense, number 89. 10-yard penalty.
It's a screen, and it's incomplete. The running back was Childers, one of the best in the Big Ten very quickly here in his first full season of action. On 3rd and a mile, they give him time, but a short throw is incomplete. James Evans had a good punt his first time. This one not as good. Henning will watch it bounce and pick it up. Good coverage from Indiana. 3 straight years as Indiana's leading tackler. As Michigan starts his drive with a Hassan Haskins run. There's a lot of daylight there, and he's able to sneak through for 5. He's got it again. Bounces off his man and still going, using those strong legs for a first down.
Ensuring that running back room awfully well. 2 guys that really enjoy one another.
Play action. McNamara sets up. Pocket collapses. He gets out of there to Mike Sainris still. Out of that timeout, 2nd and 6 for Michigan. Haskins. 3rd and short. Stopped by DeMarcus Elliott. Defended by their best corner in Jalen Williams. On 3rd and short, they give it to Haskins. He gets tripped up and doesn't look like he got there. McNamara sneaks it, and second effort gets him the first down. Corum comes in. They work out of the pistol on 1st down from midfield. Corum's got it. And spilled after a few. McNamara looks to throw. Blitz is picked up, giving him time to find Andrell Anthony. Back-to-back pass plays. Outside to Cornelius Johnson. Made McFadden miss. And got 8. Weston Kramer ran him down. Back to the ground they go. Haskins. McFadden sweeps in there to get him. 3rd down and 2. McNamara works out of the shotgun. Here comes Haskins. Crashing ahead to get a 1st down. Fresh set of downs from the 19. Back to Haskins. And you know he wants every bit of that load.
And he's put in the work off the field to handle the load on it.
He's got it again, but he's hit right away. Here it comes. McNamara looks to throw. He's pressed off his spot. Throwing it out of bounds. And the field goal team will have to come out. Jake Moody's been great. They just like to see a little less of it. And he knocks it through to open the scoring.
Got to be able to beat man coverage, and in that time when Jim Harbaugh puts the tape on, he's going to watch his 5 offensive linemen get beat on a pretty simple stunt that made McNamara just throw it away.
Fair catch. Drive will start at the 25. First college football playoff rankings came out this week.
They're in familiar territory. So good in that first quarter. Once again, pitching a shutout. They've only allowed 13 first quarter points all season long.
Here's Carr. Runs hard for 6. 3rd down and 4 out of an empty set for McCulley, and a false start. 3rd and 9 instead of 3rd and 4. Michigan rushes 4 and still gets home. Ajabo with the sack. It is his 8th sack and his 4th forced fumble. Michigan ball at the 24. Wow. Cade McNamara back to throw. Given time, lofts one for the end zone. Schoonmaker with a diving try.
What an effort.
Guy's got 9 catches in his career, and then he did that. Granted out of bounds, but fun to watch. Haskins has it. Trucks a man. Has a 1st down. Hurdles inside the 5. 1st and goal, Michigan. Gain of 20. Feed it to him again. Lets the blocks develop and gets to the 2.
And the tackle playing tight end.
He leads the way for Haskins. Sneaks through. Touchdown, Michigan. Taking advantage of the short field. And it's 10-0 Michigan.
Even if you don't score, Joe, I mean, just move the ball. Get it on the other side of the 50. Let your defense take a bit of a breather.
Fair catch, and the drive will start at the 25-yard line. They walk on running back at this point, Chris Childers, who swings out of the backfield in motion. They pump to him and look down the field. He gets rid of it just before he gets crunched, but not much of that since. Another play action pass. This one is caught by Peyton Hendershot.
Good patience on his part, and finally they see the chains move again.
Wildcat here, and a trick play off it. Back to McCulley. Down the sideline, back shoulder, and it's Hendershot again. And he was into Wolverines territory. Here's a quick trigger to Colby Hewitt. A couple of games since he's had a catch. He has 7 yards right there. It's the first time he's ever devoted all his time to football. Hands it off to Childers, who's close to a 1st down with another stop from Hutchinson.
And this is by far the best drive of the night for the Hoosiers.
They bring the tight end Barner in motion. Childers straight ahead with a couple. 2nd and 7. Quarterback draw into the big bodies, and Mozzie Smith at 6'3", 326 hit him first. 3rd down. Looks one way and takes off. He's got room. McCulley is inside the the 10, lowers the shoulder, toppled at the 2. On 1st and goal, Irvin Poindexter. It's a yard, and on 2nd down and goal, Freifogel comes in motion. Childer straight ahead, leaning for the goal line. No signal just yet. Indiana says that he's in. Hoping that he's in, and he is. Touchdown Hoosiers. Chris Childers with his first touchdown in an Indiana uniform.
And that long sustained drive.
Charles Campbell for the extra point. And a 10-7 game. Smolar to kick it. And Joel Anthony back with Mike Sainris still. Good line drive of a kick out of the back of the end zones. Drive begins from the 25. McNamara back to throw. Coverage downfield tight. Extends the play. Hopes somebody comes open. That is Jalen Williams getting in front of it and breaking it up. Intended for Dalen Baldwin. Williams, again, the last man standing in that secondary, off to a good start in this game.
Zone coverage been pretty effective behind here a number of times, and Jalen nearly has the takeaway. They are searching so desperately, Joe. You hit on this earlier in the year, man. It was a faucet a season ago. 20 takeaways, only 8 this season, near the bottom of the Big Ten. And that sure could have come in handy, but as it is, a good knockdown.
In a bunch of different ways. They were at the top of the Big Ten last year, at the bottom this year defensively. Haskins has a seam. Hassan Haskins down the sideline, showing off some speed, galloping inside the 10. Hassan Haskins
into the red zone again.
1 out of 2 so far today here. And a whistle before the snap.
Delay of game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Sometimes after those long plays as a quarterback, you have to be so aware, right? Everybody is celebrating. Guys are running to get huddled up. Everything is going to speed up a little bit. You've got to have an awareness of that game clock. Unfortunately, McNamara doesn't. And this makes that running element, right? We saw the success a drive ago. Scoring the touchdown with the run makes it a little more difficult when you set yourself up behind the sticks.
Back to Haskins. Tripped up. Raheem Lane and Aaron Casey with a tackle.
He runs hard, doesn't he? 2nd
down and 9. Bootleg. McNamara on the move. Lets it go. That's a touchdown. Schoonmaker. The old quarterback in high school in Connecticut. Just his 10th career reception in Michigan. His 2nd for a touchdown.
Football in 60 is presented by Rocket Mortgage. For the playbook on home loans, Rocket can.
Perfect. Saturday night. Quick fair catch taken from Hewitt.
You come back to it in the red zone. They have to fly to react to it. Play action off of it.
1st down run play for Donovan McCullough. 7 out of 13 for the freshman in this first half. Also a long run. Here on 2nd down. Hands it off. And a seam for Irvin Poindexter. Play action. Nothing there. And sack.
For Upshaw, just the 2nd of his career.
Irvin Poindexter. Got a couple. Stopped by Christopher Hinton, and it's 3rd down. The receiver, Freifogel, lines up next to McCullough here. And now empties out.
Better block these 2 edges.
On 3rd and long, just a 4-man rush. McCullough flooding to his left, directing traffic. And to the sideline, it is incomplete. In and out of the hands of Malachi Holt-Bennett. James Evans out for his 3rd punt. A.J. Henning. 12 yards per return back there, but he watches it bounce. Down inside the 25.
Going into halftime here, I think he would take 17-7 on the road, to be honest with you, with all the moving parts and the true freshman QB. It's a big drive here defensively.
Here comes Henning on an end around. A.J. Henning, couple of blocks in front. One from Schoonmaker to get him 17. From the 41. Corner blitz coming. Picked up by Haskins. So he's got time to find Cornelius Johnson. To the Indiana 38-yard line. And now he gets it in the ground. Spins off the initial contact and gets cut down after 2 or 3. Raheem Lane from a safety spot gets Haskins. Somehow this guy had one other Division I offer. Purdue is the only other Division I program to offer Haskins. Normally you don't get 2 Power 5 offers, and one of them is from Michigan. He said he saw the Michigan staff show up at practice one day and said, oh, this is for real. And when they offered, it was no question where he was going. There's another injured Hoosier, Weston Kramer. Already had 2 starting defenders leave the game for Indiana. And now Kramer's down. 2nd down and 7 for the Wolverines at the Indiana 35.
Want to take a shot?
We'll see. Taking too many of them so far today. Against pressure, McNamara is sacked. They brought the blitz and got home with Brian Fitzgerald.
Yeah, that bunch formation, that can be one of the challenges when you get into this bunch, is trying to identify exactly where those rushers are coming from. You know McFadden is going to come, but you could see there Fitzgerald held that blitz so well. There was no tell for the quarterback, for the protection. He comes free, and a negative play those Hoosiers desperately needed.
And Fitzgerald, a couple plays on blitzes so far today. Moves them all the way back to the 46. Fitzgerald and McCurry Ball have gone back and forth in that starting Husky spot. First-year coordinator Charlton Warren.
He's not missed the weight room either.
No, my gosh, even on a 40-degree night, sun's out, guns out. And a timeout just before the play clock wound out.
Michigan, the first of the half. Be a 30-second charge.
On 3rd down and 17. Now they bring Cade McNamara in. And now Indiana takes a timeout.
Timeout.
Well, I think that was because of that QB change. I think there was probably a conversation between the first-time D coordinator, and right now you're looking at about 10, 12 yards to get yourself in field goal range at a minimum.
That's interesting. It's spot duty for him, and they bring him in here on 3rd down and very long. He's scrambling and throwing it against the grain, up for grabs and incomplete. Now it's plays like that that have you wondering why. Why is he in if that's what's going to happen? He got hit by Ryder Anderson and is lucky that it's just an incomplete pass.
You don't like this decision?
I don't love it.
I don't think Jim Harbaugh and Josh Gaddis do either, but you see the athleticism, right? I mean, that's part of what's tantalizing. He can extend a play, but I think the conversation is, hey, kid, that's a minus on the grade sheet and nearly catastrophic with a near giveaway.
Key play on this drive, though, the sack. Michigan was on the move. Sack from Fitzgerald and a punt from Robbins. Freifogel at the 11.
But I do not want to give them another opportunity in a short field, too.
A wide snap that he pulls in, hands to Childers, who has Indiana's touchdown. And he's got a nice gain.
And you're going to play a little chicken here with Michigan, too. Are you going to take timeouts if you're the Wolverines here? And it doesn't look like it, and I think that 7-yard run more than likely puts this game to halftime.
Michigan will have the ball to begin the 2nd half. There you go. Tom Allen saying, run that play clock down. Get it down to the high 20s here. They're going to snap it with 15. Childers again. Indiana still looking for its first Big Ten win of the season, and on the road here with a 3rd-string quarterback, a freshman quarterback within a couple scores. Away we go over the 2nd half. Anthony brings this one out of the end zone. Andrell Anthony, it's ripped down at the 20.
Tone setter there by James Miller.
What do you think? More of the same here for Michigan?
I think so, yes. I wouldn't mind a little bit of screen game. Right, we saw just the one jet sweep to Henning. I think stretching this defense a little horizontally would be good too.
Different half, same story. First play, Haskins keeps the legs churning and falls forward for 5. That's 122 already for Hassan Haskins, who averages 15 carries per game. That's his 16th already tonight.
And I don't think we're going to see Corum again on the other side. We won't see Carr. He is doubtful for Indiana. So a couple running backs banged up tonight. Some other injuries as well. This is physical November Big Ten football.
Leaned on Haskins. The other side of that is Cade McNamara, not very good in that first half. 6 for 12, just 81 yards. Granted, didn't really have to be with as much of an emphasis as they had on the run game. Here's a bubble screen. Cornelius Johnson gets a block from Schoonmaker and gets close to a first down. Haskins straight ahead, got hit before he got back to the line, and he's spotted short. On third down and less than 1, the hole gets plugged. James Miller, who had the special teams tackle, has the tackle for loss here.
So you're just playing, I think, into their hands when you're running between the tackles. These guys are the most aggressive run blitz defense in the Big Ten. Miller was downhill on the kickoff. He was downhill shooting the gap that time as well. And how about this from your own 30? Welcome to college football today. Jim Harbaugh thinking about going for it now, having to take a timeout.
Oh man, it has been just a bummer seeing all these injuries in this game. It's Miller who made that stop.
The injury timeout will be extended.
QB sneak was in their own territory in the first quarter. They converted. Fourth down, less than 1. There's that hard count. For a long time to have to hold your water if you're Indiana. No buds just yet, but still 17 seconds to play with. The tension, I tell you, are they going to snap it, or is this just the longest hard count attempt in football history? They snap it and hand it off to Haskins, but a whistle blows and the play never actually happened. Wow. There's a flag down.
To snap. Timeout, Michigan. Their first of the half.
Wow.
30-second charge time.
That was something. They were going to have the first down, but Indiana's defense gets a stop here on the first drive of the second half. Now Robbins to punt it. Short punt. Freifogel saying, get away. Takes a Michigan bounce. To the 33.
The more movement, the more QB run, I think the better for the Hoosiers.
He'll look to throw on the first play of the half. Scrambles and heaves it incomplete. He had Hendershot open. 2nd and 10. SEC schools, Purdue, which is always a battle for Indiana. He's stuck with the Hoosiers. Back-to-back pass plays. In trouble and just got rid of it as Taylor Upshaw got there. To open this drive in 3rd and 10. They look to throw again. Scrambling, eyes downfield. They need the 43. He's not going to get it, but boy, Michigan lucking out that there's no flag there. I mean, Michigan fans would hate it if it was called and they'd have a case, but just what we see every weekend. A little surprising that it wasn't. A.J. Henning. Crunched by Colby Hewitt. And let me be clear, I like that it wasn't called.
You just see them typically get the benefit of the doubt.
J McCarthy, his 2nd snap of the game coming here. Nearly was intercepted on his first play. Put him in for a 3rd down and long late in that first half. Scrambled and threw it up for grabs. Here he hands it off. Hassan Haskins gets tripped up. Now J McCarthy, one of the nation's top recruits, enrolled this winter, and for those that have asked why is he playing when Cade McNamara is playing well and winning games, Jim Harbaugh has a simple answer. He says him playing, we feel like, adds to our chances of winning.
It's a QB sprinkle, not a QB battle. Just sprinkling in his talent. And you know what, frankly, with some of the way Indiana is outnumbering you in the run game with some of these run blitzes, there is a way to slow down that rush when a QB can keep it and run.
Haskins again looking for a seam. He finds it and explodes into the secondary near midfield.
They do typically love to run their gap scheme to that formation, but a little wrinkle tonight with that outside stretch zone, and it has been very effective.
Got a lot of game to play, Brock, and Hassan Haskins is within 10 yards of his career high he had against Washington earlier this year. On the end around, it's Roman Wilson. They've not been able to throw the ball to because of his wrist injury, and so they get him an easy touch here. Tracked down by Micah McFadden.
Boy, McFadden is just everywhere, isn't he? I'll say this about the Hoosiers tonight. 2-6, lots of adversity. Loss after loss after loss after loss, but be it special teams, be it in this run game, these guys are not slowing down.
Second down, Haskins can't get away. Got a couple. Tackle made by Cam Jones, and a third down and short coming up.
Well, this is an area. Third down and short, right? If you thought about going for it on your own 30, you might as well think about 2 downs here. Right, in a third and short opportunity, you typically get man coverage. This could be a great opportunity. Either play action and take a shot down the field. We've not seen the ball pushed down the field against Charlton Warren's crew very much tonight.
McCarthy stays in there at quarterback. On third down and short, it's a run for Haskins. He's got a first down. Jones stopped him, but needed 3 and got 4. This time it's DeMarcus Elliott, and now all 4 players up front have spent time injured in this game.
Football in 60 is presented by Rocket Mortgage. For the playbook on home loans, Rocket can.
11th night game in their history, and they are partying tonight.
Looking for a 21st consecutive win here against Indiana. Freshman J McCarthy stays in at quarterback. Out of a collapsing pocket, zips one down the field, a juggle and a catch.
Does he have control of it?
Oh, man.
Oh, I don't think you see it come loose there at the very end as well. I think you've got to slow it down and take another look at that.
And they will. Carter Selzer, folks, is a former walk-on, just put on scholarship prior to this season. On 3 separate occasions, he's thought that he's had his first career catch. Each of the first 2 times nullified because of penalty. He thinks he's got one here. Is it going to be nullified in review?
After further review, the receiver did not complete the process of the catch. Therefore, it's an incomplete pass. It'll be second down at the 42-yard line.
All right, Josh Gaddis, you got to have like a shovel pass to a tight end in the playbook. Can we just check a box for him? Poor guy.
You see the reaction? Man, so close. Couldn't he put it on the 8 and the 9? He ran a good route. He's open, and he's a big enough target. But you throw below the knees, very high degree of difficulty.
And so 2nd and 10. Selzer leads the game. Schoonmaker comes back in. Touchdown under his belt today. Indiana brings some pressure. McCarthy to the outside. Dangerous throw that he threaded in there to Sainristil Still.
That could have easily been a pick 6 the other way.
And changed the game. 17-7, Michigan on the move inside the 20. Back into the red zone they go with play action. Haskins, a huge blitz pickup. A dump off to Schoonmaker, who's stopped by Fitzgerald.
It's that corner blitz. This is the 2nd time that Haskins has picked it up. This one a little bit more dramatic. Watch this collision between the running back and the corner, Jalen Williams, for a 2nd time. I think Jalen's going to say, okay, enough of the corner blitz. I know I like it. I know it's part of our scheme, but I'm tired of running into 25.
Can we at least wait for him to check out of the game? Problem for him is you're not checking out. Haskins has been in there the whole game with Corum leaving with the injury. They got just 1, so 2nd and 9.
Here we are in the red zone again.
Sainristil still the motion man. Everybody moved except the center with the ball. That means 5 yards.
But the med school student couldn't get it wrong, could he?
Ball start. Offense, number 65. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Zach Zinter saying, why you got to tag me when everybody's moving?
Now, I'm a smart kid from BB&N as well, but it was Vistardis, the center, the 6-year glue guy who's been so good tonight, already accepted into med school, knows what he's going to do. In a time or two, super smart guys can get that snaps count wrong, especially when it's that clap behind them.
2nd and 14. Play action, another corner blitz. This time he gets hit as he throws, and it's incomplete.
I mean, that is textbook turning the corner around, as Cornelius Johnson.
10th play of this drive. 3rd down, 14 for Michigan. Only 3 men rush this time. Underneath Wilson. Stopped by Noah Pierre. And they'll settle for a field goal try. The other end of that is this Indiana defense that gave up 419 yards passing last week has held Michigan to 118. Moody drills another. 2 out of 4 red zone trips tonight, trying to turn those into touchdowns. Fair catch has been the game plan in this phase. We said that drive that turned into a touchdown was a big one for Indiana in the 2nd quarter. Here's a big one too. Down 2 scores. They started with a Childers run, and he gets 3. This is only their 2nd drive of this half. They went 3 and out.
In that play sheet, this may just be the drive to do it.
Back to the ground. Childers bouncing, cutting, and getting stopped by Hawkins. He keeps the pile moving a little bit and makes it 3rd and 2. Carrying the lion's share here. 3rd down 2, Indiana. Snap that he didn't totally look ready for. He's going to bounce it outside and get stopped at the line. Michael Barrett there with Brad Hawkins. And now a flag flies.
And Michael Barrett.
Been a pretty cleanly played game. Just 5 penalties total.
Sideline warning. First of the game on Michigan. Next infraction could result in a penalty.
So just a warning. Just a warning, and it's 4th and 2.
You know, I think what happens here, another smart guy center, Dylan Powell, right in the middle. I think it is this movement right there. And I don't know if Dylan thought that that movement by Mozzie Smith was in the neutral zone, so he snapped it. Right, we saw Vistardis on the other side kind of mess up the snap count. I think that time Powell felt that pre-snap movement, that stem by the D tackle, and he flinched because nobody else was ready.
Missed opportunity for Indiana, who had it 3rd and short. Sainris still back to return it. I beg your pardon, it's DJ Turner getting a chance to return it. DJ Turner's first return is a good one. Cade McNamara comes back in. And looks to throw on 1st down. Incomplete. McNamara back in there after 1 play for 2nd and 10. And they quickly give it to him. Into a crowd for 2. So 3rd down and 8. 3rd down has really been the down where Indiana has given itself a chance to at least stay alive in this game.
Some of them have been at this down and distance, which plays into this group that can be fairly exotic on 3rd down. Usually 47. McFadden, you see right there, he's a part of that pass rush.
Michigan just 2 for 8 on 3rd down. This is 3rd and 8. Pressure coming. Picked up. Giving him time. He's got Johnson. 1st down, Michigan. Threaded it into a hole for 25 yards.
1st down, I don't know if he takes that shot, but he does on 3rd down. He hits it.
They're going to throw it again. Again, well protected. Extends the play. He'll run. Close to a 1st down.
It's a big series of downs here. Okay, a couple things. Number 1, once again, Michigan in the red zone for the 5th time. And you wonder here for Charlton Warren, is he going to crank up the aggressiveness? Right, is it time for that crew defensively now, Joe, to find a way to make a play?
Here comes Haskins. Stopped by Pierre.
So there was Fitzgerald, the nickelback. He's pressuring. I'd be surprised on these snaps. A little bit determined by down and distance. But if Indiana now, as we're nearing the fourth quarter here, doesn't turn up the pressure a little bit on Josh Gaddis.
Third year as the OC, having a lot of fun, it seemed like, when we talked to him yesterday.
So he's enjoying that booth, too. Been up there this year, a little bit more of a sterile environment, gets to see all the different moves and personnel just a little bit cleaner, a little bit better. How about a little play action pass here in the red zone?
On 2nd and 7, that's what they'll do. McNamara tiptoes away from a defender and heaves it out of bounds.
McNamara's pass.
Yeah, a little bit slow getting up as it was pressured by McFadden.
And once again, it is that nickel blitz. That's now back-to-back snaps that you're seeing. Indiana, McFadden, the crew crank it up. Marcelino Ball in that case. And here we go. Here's another third down. Red zone opportunity. In some ways, it's a 4-point play.
Yeah, McNamara limps off of the field. J McCarthy comes in.
Difference between settling for a field goal right here. You can still get a first down.
McCarthy 3 for 6 through the air. He'll look to throw it here. He's sacked, and guess who? Micah McFadden. Wow.
That is a flat-out grown man move between two powerful fellas right here, and he splits them.
Sheesh.
That looked like the old days of his two-point takedown shooting on the wrestling mat.
Boy, NFL draft time comes around. He can take this Michigan tape into scouts and executives and say, put that on. Moody again from 34. Has his third make of the night. 1 week after they had 4 of them in 6 trips. Lost by 4 against Michigan State. Fair catch taken. Indiana goes back on offense
for yet another sack.
McCauley and the Hoosiers back to work on offense. They'll tuck it and run. Get what he can. Chop down Thomas Allen's high school team in Plant, Florida. Was blown away right away. Here's a little throwback. They had something there, but the pressure meant that McCauley couldn't find it. Indiana looking for its first down of this third quarter. On 3rd and 4, quarterback draw goes nowhere. DJ Turner off of the edge from his corner spot. Making it 4th and 3. Don't you have to consider going for it? And so that will bring this third quarter to a close. Michigan 23, Indiana 7. So 4th down and 3. Punt team goes out. DJ Turner goes back to return it. Indiana did fake a punt last week successfully. This one barely gets off. Michigan was coming after it. Fair catch taken, and a flag flies. That ball is loose. Doesn't matter though. No question. It's a penalty. It's Colby Hewitt. Sorting through it.
Kick catching interference on the kicking team. The penalty will be declined because the result of the play will be further than the result of the penalty. 1st and 10.
Okay. Oh, the ball.
Honestly, that was the first play all game long where you're like, man, that just felt like a loss of composure.
Drive begins with a pass for McNamara. First deep shot of the night, and he's got Johnson over the top inside the 10.
We saw Johnson earlier with a gorgeous route in the red zone. Unfortunately, protection broke down, didn't give him a chance. They finally hit, as you said, the first shot of the night.
Now Hassan Haskins with a couple yards there. New career high, 157 for Haskins.
I think every Michigan fan that's sitting in here and watching this right now said, okay, come on now. 6th trip into the red zone. The challenge a week ago in East Lansing, we're finishing these drives. I think honestly it's almost a 4-down mentality. For me, if I'm calling plays and I'm managing this situation, I really do believe that's my mindset.
McNamara to throw. That's to the tight end, touchdown. Second of the game for Luke Schoonmaker.
That big body tight end, that's another nice thing to feature in the red zone. Schoonmaker nearly with 3. Remember, he had the diving effort early, just out of bounds. Career night for 86.
Came into the game with 1 touchdown over his first 4 seasons at Michigan. He's got 2 tonight. And they will keep the offense out there. The chart tells him to go for 2 here. The 22-point lead. Haskins motions out. McNamara pressured and sacked.
With Hall's injury tonight, it's opened the door for Schoonmaker to have a career evening.
Automatic fair catch. The kick returns tonight.
And I like this year more than anything getting back to a physical presence. And I said it earlier, I think Josh Gaddis, the coordinator, is feeling very comfortable too.
Hendershot had that one tossed to his feet.
And 5 of those, that team down south that has just had his number.
Miles Marshall has his first catch of the day, and just the second for a receiver for Indiana. Game's been around for a decade now. Michigan's never played in it. Taylor Upshaw having his best game of the season, dropping Childers for a loss. No first downs for Indiana since the touchdown drive. They come after it again. Gets it off again, and DJ Turner takes it to the 20. Flag down, and then Turner down. Devon Matthews for the tackle for Indiana.
22-yard line. Penalty flags on the field.
During the return, legal block in the back. Return team, number 1. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
He's such a dominant player.
J McCarthy going to log some time here down the stretch as Hassan Haskins gets pulled down by Bo Robbins.
I think it's a careful time here with Haskins, right? We saw Corum go out earlier. I know there's no Donovan Edwards, and it's young people behind him, and you can see pretty good productivity. That deep shot certainly helps McNamara's stats. Haskins has been the workhorse and more. It's nice to see Johnson get paid off. He's run some tremendous routes, not been the beneficiary because of protection at times. I think it's time to get Haskins out of this game.
And there to pass protect here. McCarthy steps up and goes down. Paying the price there. Weston Kramer got there first, and then Micah McFadden finished him off.
Shocker. I mean, guy is just everywhere. And this is, you know, this looks like a young freshman. People have wondered, why isn't McCarthy? Give McNamara a chance. But you can see the feet, the eyes, right? Everything. He's young. He's got some room to grow and develop. And McFadden, it doesn't matter what the score is, doesn't matter what the circumstances are. That guy is an absolute warrior and never, ever slows down.
Broke his thumb against Penn State, finished off the game, played the final 10 minutes with a broken thumb, had surgery on it during the bye week, and didn't miss a game. Playing with a cast for much of the year. 3rd and long, they give it to Haskins for a few more. Again, they're without Blake Corum, they're without Donovan Edwards. Not seen Tavier Dunlap in this game. The only other running back that's taken a rep. You got to have other dudes that can go out there and play the final 10 minutes of this game, don't you?
And we don't know yet on Corum, but to not return tonight is a fairly significant move. And yeah, you're right. You'd like to, I think, develop at least somebody you trust in moments like this where the game's out of hand.
Indiana set to get it with a short field. Freifogel back to return Robbins' kick. Line drive, Freifogel with a fair catch.
It's kind of my era of video game music, kind of like that.
Davion Irvin Poindexter.
Now Michigan, for the first time, all of them have significant upside. All of them have a little vulnerabilities, right? And I think they've shown some of those over the course of the season. I think it makes the next 3 weeks just fascinating.
Short gain for Irvin Poindexter. Josh Ross drops him.
Ohio State's been gritty, right? Good win today down in Nebraska, but they're not just blowing the doors off everybody. Been silent here in the second.
Oh, for their last 6 on 3rd down. They'll dump it off, and it's Irvin Poindexter getting Indiana's first down in 2 quarters. Into Michigan territory for the first time since that 2nd quarter. Irvin Poindexter again for 4. Taylor Upshaw, the tackle. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong, and it has, especially in terms of injuries at key spots. Childers stopped by Hutchinson. First down.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this.
This degree of injuries.
Never.
Yeah.
I mean, you're starting your 3rd quarterback. Find a way to get a scholarship. There's a look at Michael Penix that elevated, frankly, everybody in this program a season ago. But I've just never seen this much attrition at the skill positions.
Here's a throwback to McCulley that's too high. Doing Turkish get-ups with the bar and 135 on it. Get out. Pressure hit by Hutchinson. And no whistle yet. This is a live ball and a Michael Barrett touchdown. I don't know. So they didn't rule it incomplete. They said this is a fumble.
Well, that throw is forward.
That's got to be an incomplete
Yes,
pass,
arm is
right?
going forward. He has control of it. The pass goes forward.
After further review, the quarterback had full possession of the ball with his hand coming forward. Therefore, it's an incomplete pass. It'll be 3rd down at the 30-yard line.
No surprise. 3rd down. 3rd down and 10. Screen. Hendershot. Swerves down to the 28.
And they'll empty it once again.
For this 4th down play, McCulley loads up into one-on-one and incomplete. Coverage from Vincent Gray on Ty Freifogel, the reigning Big Ten Receiver of the Year, without a catch tonight. Haskins still. Haskins one more time. There's a flag down.
Michael McFadden and Michael Yumba on the tackle. Penalty flag.
Guess you're trusting this guy's conditioning and size.
Number 65. 10-yard penalty.
I think that's been the beauty of this college football season. A little bit more vulnerability. The folks at the top.
McCarthy lets it rip for Quinn. 1st down.
These kids come out of high school throwing rockets.
See, Tavir Dunlap has come into the game, and he's got it. He already got Haskins' career high, both in carries and yards, 27 for 168. 2nd down and 6. McCarthy throws for Wilson again. It was promptly stopped by Noah Pierre.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense, number 21. 15-yard penalty be added on to the end of the run. Automatic 1st down. That's number 21's first unsportsmanlike conduct of the game.
McCarthy sets his feet, lets it rip. Out of Johnson's reach for the coverage from Raheem Lane.
I don't think it is affecting McNamara, and I think that's the biggest positive. Or if it is, it's making him better.
Dunlap for a few. Tracked down from behind by Casey.
If you're going to hold off a young buck like this that is bigger, that's stronger, that's faster, that throws it better.
Took over the starting job as a freshman from a longtime starter who was a senior, DeMonte Ranch in Nevada. That's tipped in the air and intercepted by Devon Matthews. Matthews returns it to the 30. Drop snap. McCulley able to get back on top of it, and it was Upshaw that was shadowing him again. He's had a great game.
Yeah, that would be a forced fumble and tackle for loss there for Upshaw to add to his sack.
2nd career start comes in front of 109,000 people at Michigan. Hand it off Childers. Way up there. Toppled by Hill Green. 3rd down and 13 for the Hoosiers. A mix of 1s and 2s out there for Michigan. And one of the 2s making a tackle, at least the first man there, and Rod Moore. So that makes it 4th down with 1:10 and counting.
Joel and Gus be sitting in this booth 3 weeks from now. And we'll just be a monster game in college football.
Us play-by-play guys prefer that you say our names first, so I believe that'd be Gus and Joel sitting here. I'm just sticking up for Gus.
Yes.
I know he would want it that way.
And Jenny, thank you.
Yep. Rolls down inside the 20.
And Dewey and Charles and the rest of the crew.
Yep. Charles.
And then the Buckeyes here.
So that will do it. Jim Harbaugh's bunch, after a bit of a slow start in this game, ultimately does what Michigan fans hoped they would do, and that is a pretty convincing bounce back from their first loss. 29-7, the final score over Indiana.